Hello students, how are you? Okay, today we are going to study a very important chapter, and that's of biology. The chapter is digestion. Have you heard the word before? Digestion, yes we have. Now why I said very interesting? Because whatever we do in our life is only for this digestion. See, the thing is, if I ask you, what is the main thing you want to live? One is oxygen, one is water, but apart from these, the main thing is food, right? And whatever we do in our life, all is due to our stomach, means the food. We study for what? To lead a good life, to earn some money. And to earn some money for what? The first criteria is to have some food, then some clothes, then some shelter. And after that comes the entertainment, the TV, the AC, the cars. Okay? So, digestion. Now, before we know digestion, we need to understand what is digestion. See, the thing is, we are eating. Suppose you are having a bite of your chicken. Okay? Now, you must understand why we eat. What is the use of food? You know that the food, it helps us to give us energy. The food helps us to give us what is that called, to fight against the disease, this thing, that thing. But mainly this food has to be digested. Now what does this mean, digested? See, the main thing is, suppose you are taking chicken. Okay? Now this chicken, this food has to enter in our body. In our body means not into our stomach, not we just open our mouth, put it inside, not like that. Means it has to be in our body cells. That is called assimilation. It's called assimilation. Okay? Now, what is assimilation? Assimilation means, like suppose you are studying this chapter, digestion. Okay? You are seeing this video, or you are reading the books, you are memorizing the definitions, the things, all these things, you are remembering the diagrams. That is not assimilation. Assimilation is when you put this in your brain, in your heart, means you close your eyes and you can see the digestion. That's called assimilation. Similarly, the chicken, that has to be in our body cells, the parts of the chicken. Actually, now if I ask you what are the parts of the chicken, the parts of the chicken main is protein. If you ask me that, sir, I'm a vegetarian, I don't take chicken. Okay, fine. You are taking chapati, or say simply you are taking rice. Okay? Now what is there in rice? For what we are taking the rice? We are taking the rice to get the carbohydrate. You all remember that? How many types of foods are there? There are proteins, there are carbohydrates, there are fats, there are minerals, and what else? Yes, vitamins or vitamins. So these are the main 5 types of food we eat. And apart from this, are very essential 2 things, that is water and what else? One more thing, I will write at the end. Okay, so rice gives us carbohydrate. The chicken gives us protein. That means we are taking food for two reasons. One is for our taste and our body needs it. Now protein, there are got a lot of proteins. In soybean also there is got high protein. In pulses there are got proteins. In egg there is got protein. But I want to take chicken. Why? It's wow, the taste is super. Means I like the chicken. I like the taste of the chicken. Understood? And say I'm a vegetarian, so I won't be taking chicken. I will be taking soybean. But ultimately what it happens, the main thing is that I give protein to my body. So first let us think, what is the, like phases the food when it goes in. There are 5 phases. One is ingestion. Better I write it down, huh? Ingestion, not injection, ingestion. Ingestion. Then digestion. Digestion. Then absorption. Yes, I know you all know these terms. Then is assimilation. And the last is egestion. So these are the 5 phases of the food. I mean, what happens to the food. So what is ingestion? Ingestion means in. The food is going inside our body. That is called ingestion. Now today we are going to start this digestion. What is this digestion? See, you are taking chicken or you are taking rice, but your body cannot take this chicken or this rice, means the body cells. It's like this, like suppose your dad buy 1 kilo chicken from the bazaar, from the market, and bring home. Now can you take that chicken? Can I eat that chicken? No, right? Why? Because it has to be cooked. So digestion means, you can say, it's one type of cooking the food. It's one type of cooking the food. Now how do we cook our food? So we put spices, we put oil, we put salt, we put water, we use heat. You want to heat it in an oven or a micro oven or gas or something like that, and then it gets ready. We name it a chicken curry or the chili chicken or chicken Manchurian, different dishes. What is coming out? Yeah, I know. My also same. Okay, so then we can eat the chicken. Similarly, this chicken, your body cannot take in, your body cells. It has to be cooked inside our body. And that cooking, the name of that cooking is digestion. Now the cooking in your kitchen needs some spices, needs oil. Here also for digestion, we need enzymes and some other juices. Enzymes and some other juices. Is that clear? So now did you understand what is digestion? So digestion is, you can say, one type of cooking our food. Okay, now we got a term called enzyme. Now what is enzyme? Enzyme is, the word called catalyst. Catalyst means it speeds up the reaction. It increases the rate of the reaction, but it doesn't means it doesn't change, it only helps in the reaction. Clear? So that is enzyme. We get different enzymes in our different parts of our digestive system. And juices, there are some acids are also there. Acids, you can say, that is inside in your these juices only, the acid is gone. Okay. So now digestion, right? For digestion, we got a digestive system. Nothing is done without a system. The education, the studying, that should be also maintained in a system. So this digestion system has two parts. One is alimentary canal. Alimentary canal. And the other is, you can just say, glands. Alimentary canals and glands. Now this alimentary canal is roughly about 9 meters long, and these glands are of two types. There are two big glands and there are three small glands. I just discuss the parts first, then later I will discuss the reactions. Okay. Now big glands, what are they? Liver and pancreas. Liver and pancreas. And three small glands are parotid, or you can say parotid also, submandibular, and sublingual. If you want to copy, you can copy, or else it is also given in the book. Okay, so what is or how is my digestive system? It has mainly two parts. One is an alimentary canal and there are some glands. Now alimentary canal, it's about 9 meters long. It's starting from mouth and it's end up in anus. Starting from our mouth and ends up with anus. Means starting from mouth means from where the ingestion occurs, and anus where the ingestion occurs. Means mouth, the food is entering our body. In between, it is being digested, and after digestion, it's getting absorbed. After absorption, it's got assimilation, and after assimilation, the residual, the remaining parts which we don't want, which is harmful for us, which is extra for us, that is excreted through a system from our body at regular intervals. That is called ingestion. So ingestion occurs from the mouth, from where the alimentary canal starts, and it ends up in the anus, where ingestion. The residual part goes off. Clear? So this is all about alimentary canal, not all about, this is the study. And apart from alimentary canal, we got glands. There are 2 big glands and 3 small glands. Mainly these are the salivary glands. These 3 glands are salivary glands. Now big glands, number 1 liver, second is pancreas. Now do you know what are the glands? These glands, they, what to say, secrete juices. This liver secretes bile. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice. Later I will tell you what is the function of bile, what is the function of pancreatic juice. Till the time, just remember, gland means some part of our body which secretes some juices. So liver is the biggest. Always remember, if the question comes, what is the biggest gland in our body? So liver is the biggest gland of our human body. So liver, what does it secrete? It secretes bile. Pancreas, what does it secrete? It secretes pancreatic juice. Then there are 3 small salivary glands. One is parotid, one is submandibular, one is sublingual. So this is the structure, mainly the parts of our digestive system. Is that clear? I hope it's clear to you, right? So now we are entering to alimentary canal. Alimentary canal. Okay, as I said, it starts from where? It starts from the mouth and it ends up with in anus. So alimentary canal starts from mouth and ends up in anus. Now that means the food, your favorite dish, chicken or the rice, put inside your mouth. After that, what happens? So first let us see what are the different parts of the mouth. See, mouth, what we have in our mouth? In mouth we got lips, right? We got lips. Now if I ask you what are the function of the lips? See, for this simple or little things, no need to read the text also. Even if you think, you can answer. I find many students really the function of lips, the function of tongue, the function of tongue, the function of tongue. Why? Just apply your brain. Just think, you are having your lips, right? Just think, if you don't have your lips, what would have happened? Would have been able to talk? No. So you can say lips helps me to talk. Okay. Next, if your lips were not there, would you be able to close your mouth? Now I'm closing my mouth. So the lips are coming together. That means closing of the mouth. What else? What else? Sensations. Suppose you were having a very hot cup of tea. You just try to touch your lips. So sensation, mainly sensation of heat. What else? Is there anybody who don't like cold drinks? I don't think so, right? Sucking. you can say sipping a cup of coffee or sucking the straw to get the cold drinks. So if your lips were not there, you would have been able to do all these things. So if the question comes, what are the functions of the lip? Just close your eyes, think that you don't have your lips. So you cannot talk, you cannot close your mouth, you cannot have the sensation, you cannot suck the thing. So these are the functions of the lips. Okay, now lip finished, go inside. What do you get? After the lip, teeth. Yes. So number one got lips, then comes teeth. Teeth, I think from very lower classes you are studying this teeth, right? So do you want me to explain that teeth again? In short I am explaining, okay? Teeth. All of us know adults have 32 teeth. Children, not children, kids get or infants get 20 teeth. These 20 teeth are called milk teeth. Why? Because at that point of time they are supposed to live on milk only. Right? And slowly when we become adult, we increase the number of teeth. And one more thing, the milk teeth is temporary. Like we are having the teeth. I am not good at drawing, but then too I am trying. Okay? Suppose this is our teeth. Okay? Now this is the permanent, not permanent teeth, the milk teeth. So this is the milk teeth of the infant or kids. Milk teeth. Now each and every baby, each and every kid, this is the gum, right? This is your gum. This part of the gum, there is also teeth. There is also teeth. Now what happens? Slowly, this lower teeth pushes up. And after a certain age, normally this happens starting from the age of 4. So in 4.5 years or 5 years or 5.5 years, these teeth all fall down. These teeth all fall down. And this teeth rises. And this becomes the permanent teeth of us or any human being. These are the permanent set. Clear? Is that clear? The history or the secret of teeth? Okay. So now I believe all of you are having the permanent set, not the milk set, right? Okay. Now, if I ask you how many teeth you have, what will you say? 32. Never say. Not yet. Now 20, 22 like this. Some more. Let's find out how many. Okay. Now, what are the different types of teeth we are having? First we get what? Incisors. Then canines. Then premolars, then molars. So incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Incisors 2, canines 1, This is the structure of our teeth. Now, this is your jaw, say the lower jaw. This is your lower jaw. Jaw means this one. We are having two sets, right? The lower jaw and the upper jaw. Like here also you have got teeth. Here also you got teeth. So I am taking only the one jaw, the lower jaw. Again I am taking half of it. Clear? Why? Because whatever is this side exactly same is this side, and whatever is in your lower jaw the same thing is in your upper jaw. Is that clear? You understood? This is my teeth. Whatever the counts, the structures are in my lower jaw, exactly same I will have in my upper jaw. Until and unless somebody hit me and one of my tooth falls down, that is a different issue. Or else both jaws will be having equal number of teeth. And like this, if I half this lower jaw or the upper jaw, if I take half part, whatever teeth is in my right side, the same numbers of teeth will be in my left side. So I took this part. So if I study this part, I can get the picture of my whole denture or the whole teeth. Clear? Now, here in the first we get 4 back to draw incisors. Clear? That means when I am taking half means I am taking 2. The first 4 teeth of you, just go in front of a mirror and see. You will be seeing like this teeth. There are 4 teeth, a flattened, a little broader teeth. Clear? So these are called incisors. So this side got 2, this side got 2. After incisor, you will get 1. This is called canine. 1 this side, 1 this side. The canine is like this, a bit sharpened. The tip is sharpened because it helps in. Okay. After this, you will be getting 2 molars. 2 molars. 2 this side and also 2 this side. Clear? Last, sorry, not molars, premolars. And then you will get 3 premolars. 3 molars. This is molar. That means these 2 is incisors. This one is canine. This 2 is premolar. And this 3 is molars. So we got 4 types of teeth. One is molar, one is premolar, one is canine, and the other is incisors. Now, how many incisors I got? 2. Canine I got 1. Premolars I got 2. Molars I got 3. This is my half jaw. That means in my total lower jaw, I get 4 incisors, I get 2 canines, I get 4 premolars, I get 6 molars. Add up. 6 of 4, 10, 10 plus plus 2, 12. 12 plus 4, 16. That means this side we got total 16 teeth. So this side also we will be getting 16 teeth. Sorry, I already count this side. So this will be 8. Sorry. See, 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 1 6, plus 2 8. That means this side 8 teeth and this side also 8 teeth. So similarly, the upper jaw will also having 8 and 8. That means total we are having 32 permanent teeth for an adult human being. Clear? Very clear? Okay. Now what are the functions of incisors, canines, premolars and molars? Please refer to the text. Okay. Okay, one more thing regarding teeth, let me just explain in short. The structure of the tooth. There got this, you can get a very good picture in the book. The cement portion, the root of the teeth, the dental, then the enamel. The enamel is the hardest part of our body. The white part, that is called enamel. What else? The pulp. And inside our teeth there got blood capillaries. Okay. So anyway, let's come to the main point. So mouth to anus. We are getting deviated from our main point. The teeth is not our part of study today. The main part is elementary calculus. Okay. So after teeth, what comes? Go inside your mouth. Open your mouth in front of the mirror. What can you see? Yes, tongue. So we got lips. We got teeth. I think there is no point in telling you the functions of the teeth, right? After that got tongue. All of you have tongue? Yes, obviously. Okay, so what is the main function of the tongue? Yeah. The first thing is taste. Oh, it's very yummy. Ah, it's very sour. Oh, it's so sweet. So all this depends for this tongue. We come to know the taste of the food due to this tongue. What else? Come on. Yes, we can speak. If there was no tongue, we wouldn't be able to speak. What else? Something main important word is also there. What is that? Think about that. We all do, but we don't realize, we don't feel. Once we read it, then only we can feel. First step. Okay. See, tongue. Another one small thing, let me tell you. Suppose we are having, after we have taken our lunch or dinner or some food particles get stuck in our teeth, right? So using our tongue, we used to clear our teeth. That is a minor function. The main function of the tongue, one of the main function, that is helps in swallowing. And before that, it helps in mixing the food. These two are related with the digestive system. The others are not so much related, like speaking. Yes, the tongue helps us in speaking, but it doesn't relate to our digestion system. So, mixing the food, based from our tongue, some salivary juices comes out. And these salivary juices, a it what should I say, like moistens the food. It moistens the food and makes it easier for us. Like suppose you are making a dough, you want to make some chapati or roti or something, and you are taking flour, then you add water and you making the dough, right? So it's like that. It gives some watery substance so that the food becomes soft, the food becomes easily swallowed. Suppose if I give you a potato, can you just swallow it? It's very hard. So something is needed to soften it, to moist it, so that you can swallow. So this thing is done by the tongue. It mixes the food. This is called churning the food. Now after mixing the food, what does the tongue do? See, we all swallow, right? But we think that swallow, what does the tongue do in swallowing? Just try to imagine or put something in your mouth. Then how that food particle goes into our throat. We just take, or with the upper portion of our tongue, we just do it like this. See, suppose this is our tongue, and here is the foot. So we do like this. You see, just try to feel, try to realize, then you can understand the function of the tongue. Clear? So the tongue helps in swallowing the food. So these are the main functions or the main parts of the mouth. So after mouth, the food comes into stomach. From the mouth, the food comes into the stomach. How? Here is your what? Here is your throat. Okay, this is your throat. So from the mouth, the food comes into the stomach. Okay, now how the food will come into the throat? The tongue helps in swallowing. Very good. The tongue is swallowing. Now in the throat, in our throat, there are got two pipes. There are got two pipes. One is called the windpipe and the other is called the food pipe. Listen very carefully. One is the windpipe and the other is the food pipe. This food pipe is also termed as oesophagus. And this windpipe is also called trachea. Now. Here is your tongue. Now you are swallowing. So suppose this is your food. Okay. Now with your tongue you are throwing the food into your throat section. Now this food can come here also, can come here also. Am I right? Now the food is not supposed to go into the windpipe. Then there will be a problem. It should go into the food pipe only, because this windpipe, it goes into the lungs, and this food pipe or the esophagus, this goes into the stomach. So we need to send the food from the mouth to the stomach. That means food should go into the food pipe. Now there are two openings. What to do? So here is one flap called epiglottis. Epiglottis. It's just like this thing. It's always open. Okay? And say suppose this is the windpipe and here is the food pipe. Now when food comes in from the mouth, this one falls like this and closes the windpipe. So what happens? The food has only one opening to go through, and that is your food pipe. So there is no chance of the food to go into the windpipe. Is that clear? Did you understand the function of epiglottis? Okay. Now, so through the esophagus, the food enters from the mouth to the stomach. Now, what happens in the stomach? Okay, one more thing. How food travels from the throat. There is a term called peristalsis. There is a term called, in biology we will be getting lots of new terms, okay? It normally comes in the one word answers. Peristalsis. Who has seen a snake eating a frog? If anybody sees that, you will find that the body of the snake is like this, right? Okay, now suppose the frog is here, means after swallowing, that means this will be a swollen part. So what it happens, this part contracts. When it contracts, this part pushes down. Understood? Once it comes here, that means this one expands. After it expands, this one again expands. Then again it contracts. Now suppose the thing is like this, like a balloon. Now I am pressing one part, means I am contracting. So what happens? The air comes down. Then again I am pressing this one. So again the air will come down. So like this, by relaxation and contraction and expansion, the food slowly passes down from the throat to the stomach from our mouth. Clear? Peristalsis. Okay. Now stomach. What is the stomach? It's nothing but it's an elastic bag. It's an elastic bag. Normally, if we are not wrong, we can hold, our stomach can hold 2 to 3 liters of food here. Clear? Understood? Now, from the mouth, your chicken or the rice through the throat came to your stomach. From this part, now what happens in this part? Nothing so much happens, only some additions of gastric juices. At the end I will show you a table. In your book also you got that table. So addition of gastric juices. This happens in stomach. Clear? Now finish the function of stomach. From here the food comes to the intestine. The food comes to the intestine. intestine got three types: small intestine and large intestine. So the top part is the small intestine and lower part is the large intestine. Better I do like this. I totally take this as a small intestine. That will be better. Small intestine. Clear? Now the small intestine, there are three parts. One is duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Now what is duodenum, what is jejunum and what is ileum? Duodenum means 12. Jejunum means empty. So what does this 12, what does this empty means? And ileum means twist. Always remember these three things, then only you can answer all the things. Duodenum means 12, jejunum means empty, and ileum means twist. Duodenum means 12 means this part, it is 12 fingers in length, near about 1 meter. Okay, this small intestine is about 7 meters. This small intestine or this intestine is about 7 meters. Jejunum is empty. That means the maximum part, the maximum time this jejunum is having no food. It's empty. And normally when a man dies, 99% cases are found that their jejunum is empty. It's come in the post-mortem record. They see what is, if anything is left there. If anything is left means there is some problem. This jejunum is, so this is around 12 fingers in length, this is around 2 meters and this is around 4 meters. Twist means it gets coiled up, twisted. That's why it's called ileum. Understood? Now, our main part is this one, ileum. Why? Inside the ileum there is got like these structures. These are called villis. These are called villis. What is this villi? They are like just finger-like structures. Suppose there is a tube. And inside the tube there are got like this finger-like projections. Now when what happens, when food, suppose this is the pipe, this is the your ileum, the small intestine. So food is passing from here. So when food is passing, this villi, they absorbs the food. They absorb the nutrients. Clear? First of all, I am explaining the structures of the digestive system. Later, I will explain the action, the working. Just now, understand the structure, constructions you can say. So, this is the main function of the ileum. Clear? So, food already came to the small intestine, and after that, from small intestine, the food goes to large intestine. The food goes to large intestine. And this large intestine got three parts: cecum, colon and rectum. Cecum, colon and rectum. And anus is the last part of the rectum. So anus is the last part of the rectum. So this is all about the structure or the construction of our alimentary canal. So in short, in brief, what can I say? It starts from our mouth. So we put the food in our mouth. From the mouth, so here the food is going in. From the mouth, through the throat, the food comes in our stomach. From the stomach, the food comes in the small intestine. In here, one more thing, no digestion here. Main digestion occurs here. Here digestion also occurs, absorption also occurs. Understood? Here majority part digestion and small part of absorption. Here also absorption and here ingestion. So again, we are putting the food into our mouth. From the mouth, the food is coming through our esophagus, the food pipe to our stomach. So what is the esophagus? It's a you can say connecting tube from the mouth to the stomach. Now what is there in the stomach? There is some gastric juices in the stomach. From the stomach, the food comes to the small intestine. In small intestine, there are three parts: duodenum, jejunum and ileum. In the ileum, there are got some villi-like structures who helps in absorbing our food. Now as I say that this chicken or the protein, this protein our food cannot take in, so it has to be cooked. So after cooking, the thing which we get, that is absorbed by the villi, and this after absorption, this part is get assimilated in our body cells, and the residual part which cannot be digested further goes to our large intestine, and in this large intestine it mixes up with water. There are some bacterial infections, not infections but bacterial actions, and it becomes feces. And this feces is stored in the rectum, which at regular intervals we throw it out of our body through the anus. So from the mouth, the food is going in our body. Through anus, the food, the extra or the unwanted or the residual food is expelled from our body. So this is all about digestion system. Is that clear to all of you? I hope this is clear enough, right? Now this is what I showed you now, or what I told you now. This is all about structure or the construction. Now look here. Now I am going to make a chart for you. The chart which will help you to understand how the reaction takes place. Okay? Okay. Now see. Okay. So this is the chart how the digestion occurs. First, where the food is coming in the mouth. In the mouth, the action of the food is called as mastification. Chewing, churning, this thing, make it in a bolus like that. That is called mastification. Now, so in the mouth, what are the secretions coming? The secretion is saliva. And this saliva, any sort of secretion will be coming through a gland. So this saliva is coming from the salivary gland. And some enzymes are there, I told. So what are the enzymes there? It's phytalin. See the pronunciation, phytalin. The T is silent. And what is the function of this phytalin? It converts the starch to maltose. The starch, the carbohydrate. And this is the reason why you chew your boiled rice, then you feel a sweet taste. Because maltose is one type of sugar. There are different types of sugar like glucose, fructose, sucrose, maltose. So, and rice is starch. So, when this starch reacts with this phytalin, it becomes maltose. Clear? Understood? Okay. Next, from the mouth, the food passes to our throat, means esophagus. So this, there is no secretion, there is no enzymes, there is no nutrients, there is no digestion. That means no digestion occurs in our food pipe. Then the food comes to the stomach. In stomach, what are the juices there? There is got gastric juice, there is got HCl, hydrochloric acid. The main function of HCl in mouth also we got HCl. What it does, it helps in killing the germs of the food. Here digestion occurs. So what are the enzymes there? Mainly pepsin. And really this is only for infants who live on only milk, not adults. You don't have renin, I don't have renin. Only the infants got renin because they only take the milk protein as their food, the substrate. And this milk protein is converted to cow's milk. And for us, the human, the adult humans, this pepsin converts the proteins to peptides. So proteins get converted to peptides. Now this peptide comes to the small intestine. The first part is duodenum. Here the juices are pancreatic juice. And what are the enzymes? They have got amyloxin, got trypsin, got trypsin. See, there are three types of food mainly, apart from vitamins and minerals: carbohydrate, fat, proteins. So you need three things to digest these three types of food. So starch is getting digested by amyloxin, protein is getting digested by trypsin, and fat is getting digested by trypsins. So what does amyloxin do? It converts starch to maltose. Trypsin converts proteins to amino acids. Trypsin converts emulsified to fatty acid and glycerol. Now the food comes to ileum. Ileum, what does it do? It's got intestinal juices, it got enzymes epsilon, maltase and sucrase. Same thing, protein, carbohydrate, this is also carbohydrate. Fat, this is the end product. Your body can absorb the fatty acid and the glycerol. Now protein type of things, here we already got amino acid. This amino acid can be absorbed by our body cells. But suppose calorie. The three main types of food, carbohydrate, that has to be converted to glucose. The fats, that has to be converted to fatty acid and glycerol. And the protein, that has to be converted to amino acids for our body to absorb. So, suppose if some more protein or peptides still got, we digest it in the ileum. Here, with the help of erepsin, the proteins and the peptides get converted to amino acids. Now you see, now here amino acid is there, glucose is there, glucose and fructose is there. So all can be absorbed by our body. So next the food comes to the colon, the large intestine. No need of any secretory juices, no need of any enzymes, no need of any digestions. Only what it needs, some absorption of water to make the feces. And then it comes to the rectum. What is the function of the rectum? No secretory juices, no glands, no digestions. What it does, it just stores the undigested food, which is called feces. And later, at regular intervals, it's passed from our body through anus. So my dear students, this is up to your standard plus 9 plus 10, all about the digestive system. I hope now you can digest the chapter. Can you? Okay. Watch this video again and again to make the concept clear, and at the same time go through the text. If you think by watching this video only you will sit for the exam, it's a strict no. For my other videos, yes. For some videos of maths or physics, yes. But so far biology is concerned, no. Because there are lots and lots and lots of terms, some short questions, some one word answers. Like there is a sphincter. In the rectum, in the anus, they have got a sphincter which controls the feces. In the small intestine, they have got a sphincter which prevents the food from going back, from the back flow. It can happen, right? From the stomach, the food can come out. When we vomit. See, we are taking in the food, but in the vomiting, while we vomit, what happens? The food is coming out from our stomach through the mouth. Normally the food goes into the stomach through the mouth, but here just the opposite. From the stomach coming out through the mouth. So it's a reverse flow. They are also got a sphincter. So you need to know the names of the sphincters. You need to know the functions and lots of short questions. If you ask me, you have to memorize the full text. Nowadays, a lot of teachers like us give you notes, give you question answers, give you this thing, give you that thing. But I tell you, my dear students, whatever you do, you have to read. How many times I don't know. Read again and again and again and again the text. If you read the text, I can assure you, you can be able to answer any question. Because trust me, believe me, have faith on me, not a 1 mark questions will be coming outside your textbook. Whatever board you are in, maybe it is ICSE, maybe it is CBSE or whatever board, if the digestion chapter is there and if you are following the text, 100% questions you can answer. Okay? So keep watching the video, keep liking your channel.